Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. Thank you for joining me. If you will, like, share, comment on the post, and then let's jump in to the 10th verse of the 24th chapter of the book of Acts. Paul is now before Felix, and the Bible tells us in verse 10, when the governor had nodded to him to speak, Paul replied. And pay close attention to the words that Paul says here. Knowing that for many years you have been a judge over this nation, I cheerfully make my defense. You can verify that it is not more than 12 days since I went up to worship in Jerusalem. They did not find me disputing with anyone or stirring up a crowd, either in the temple or in the synagogues or in the city. Neither can they prove to you what they now bring up against me. So Paul lays out very simply his argument. He does the only thing he can do, and that is to tell the truth. And he does several things here in his statement. First of all, he shows careful, cautious respect to Felix. He acknowledges that Felix has been a judge for a number of years, about 7, in fact. He doesn't insult Felix, nor does he flatter him. He just says, I know you've been a judge. He didn't say, I know you've been a good judge, or you've been a bad judge. Just, I know you've been a judge. And he says, so in other words, he's saying, I recognize your position. You are I understand my future is in your hands. Again, he doesn't flatter him. He doesn't and he doesn't insult him. He just simply states, as Sergeant Friday on the old Dragnet show said, just the facts. I know you're the judge. Then he goes on and he says, you can check this out. You can verify it. There's a lot of people who can tell you this. I only got to Jerusalem 12 days ago. I just came to worship. He says, I came 12 days ago. I went up to worship in Jerusalem. I just came to worship. I didn't come to cause trouble. I didn't come to cause a fight. I didn't come to get in an argument. I didn't come to lead a revolt. I wasn't trying to lead an insurrection. Furthermore, again, they could have verified it of when he was arrested and when he got there. He said, I've only been here in 5 days. I didn't have time to do what they've accused me to do. I couldn't have possibly lined up a revolt, a rebellion of this nature in 5 days' time. He said, and again, it's only 12 days. Won't be hard. It's not like you got to go back and check for the last year. You just got to check 12 days' time, less than 2 weeks. And you can verify every move I've made. You can check out everything I've done. You can find, I've been being watched since I got here. You can check out everything that I have done. And so Paul, by laying out this time frame, it means that, again, it can be checked, and it's pretty unlikely that Paul has led the rebellion that the Jews are accusing him of. Furthermore, Paul's saying, again, basically I'm throwing myself on the court. It's 12 days. Check it out. It'd be real easy to tell if I lie. And Felix would have recognized that this man's on, it won't be hard for me to check out this man's story. And so he says again, none of what they're saying can be proven. He said, I was in the temple when I was attacked. And if you were going to carry out a rebellion, an insurrection, you wouldn't do it in the temple. I had been worshiping. I wasn't arguing. I wasn't stirring up the crowd. I wasn't, causing any kind of revolution. I wasn't doing anything. I just came to worship. And so Paul, this is again a lesson that I think probably most of my audience here today already knows, but just it's again a good reminder for us. Paul stands on the truth. Again, he just he lays out the facts. I've been here 12 days. Basically, I've been in custody for 7 of those 12, and so I would have had to stir up some national rebellion in 5 days. And basically, Felix, I'm challenging you to go out and find somebody other than these lying Jews to say that I did any of those things. I'm just simply going to stand on the truth. And again, I think Felix would have recognized, as we're going to see as we continue in the story, that Paul was being honest. I think he recognized who was telling the truth. And this is a passage, again, that just reminds us of the value and the importance of truth, of always speaking the truth. That we have our facts together and we speak the truth. And most, again, I think pretty much everybody listening to me today already knows the danger of being dishonest and how it'll eventually catch up with you. We've all tried to teach our children, our grandchildren, those things, that being dishonest always catches up to you. And so Paul just simply reminds us here of the importance of always being truthful. And it's not only to save our own skin, as Paul was doing here, but to save our reputation, to save our testimony. Very few things damage the testimony of a believer like being caught in dishonesty. And so it's imperative that you and I, as we go in and out today, that we guard our integrity as much as humanly possible, that we stand on the truth, stand for the truth, and speak the truth. All right, you think about it. Have a good day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.